Hey everyone, my name is Jordan, also known as Scraps, and it's kind of late. It's about 17 minutes till uh, Wednesday, but I am uploading this for Tuesday. And don't worry, I will upload a new video tomorrow as well. So, I'm just kind of late. I've been doing a lot of shit today. Anyways, I wanted to guide you through this masked men's synth. And the reason why I named it this way is because we deal with a multi-pan delay to give it kind of a psychedelic effect. So have a listen to the example. It's a little bit trappy, and it's definitely different. So have a listen, and I'll guide you on how to make this synth. So, bada bang.
I'm on one tonight. I'm on one tonight. I'm on one tonight. Tonight. Gotta catch my flight.
Alright, so let's get to it. I'm going to create a new document in Reason. I'm going to drag up my mixer, drag down my sequencer. I'm going to right click, and for those of you who don't know, you can also control click as well to get this menu. So every time I say right click, you can just plug that in for control click. So I'm going to right click, go to utilities, and go to my combinator. Inside my combinator, I'm going to create a new instance of subtractor. I'm going to, for my subtractive synthesis, I'm just going to guide you through a little bit of how to make this synth and then add it to a mastering through a series of mastering effects, so that way you can throw it in your song without worrying about the different frequencies. Okay, so I'm gonna, right off the bat, I'm gonna change the portamento to 30. I'm gonna change the range to 12. And that's all I do that's all I do for the modulation port. For my first oscillator, I'm gonna change this to a positive algorithm, and I'm gonna change this to wave 7. And turn it down to octaves. I'm going to, after this, I'm going to change the FM amount to 37, or however close you can get it. 36 will be fine. For my second oscillator, I'm going to change this to wave 23. And I'm going to bring it down an octave. So octave 3. I'm going to turn on my LFO 1. I'm going to turn it to sync. I want to turn sync on. I'm going to turn the amount to full, so 127. I'm going to change my rate to, I think that's 1/8 triplets, but I'm not sure. No, it's 1/16. Okay, so 1/16. And for the frequency, I'm just going to push it up a bit. Now if we have a listen. Kind of noisy and distorted, but that's actually where we want it. So after this, I'm going to right click on my subtractor, go to Studio Effects and create an RV7000. I'm going to take my dry wet to 20 and my decay to 21. I'm going to create, after this, I'm going to right click on my RV7000 and create a line 6 bass amp. Just turn on the compressor. That's all we use this synth for. It's just threshold compression. It's a lot easier on your CPU, and it's a super simple trick I use all the time. After this, I'm going to right click on my line 6 bass amp and go to Creative Effects, Scream 4 Distortion Unit. Now for this distortion unit, we're not going to mess with any of the distortion too much. We're just going to turn it to tape. Tape is probably one of the cleanest sounding distortions you can probably use. I'm going to turn up P1 and P2 to 127 or all the way. I'm going to turn on my body. I'm going to turn my resonance to 65, my scale to 64, and my auto to 44, and turn it to type D. Now, if we have a listen. That's rather odd because it's not supposed to sound. Oh, I also forgot to mention to turn my oscillator 2 to a positive algorithm. Now we should get something similar. We're going to turn the LFO1 to a rising down saw. So that's the only thing I forgot to mention. Make sure it's on frequency instead of oscillator 1, 2. So that's our synth so far, and it sounds pretty damn identical. So after my Scream 4 distortion unit, I'm going to go to Creative Effects, and choose the Echo. I'm going to load up a patch that's already in here. It should be called multi-panning delays. You can find that in general delay. I'm going to turn the dry wet back a bit, so about 64%. And let's see. Oh, after this, I'm going to create a M-class equalizer. I'm going to turn on low cut, parameter 1, parameter 2, and high shelf. And low shelf, so all the buttons on. For the low shelf, I'm just going to take the gain down to 5.7. For parameter 1, I want to take this down to, let's see, 127 hertz. I want to put the gain down and the Q mostly up. For parameter 2, I want to take this to 2.856 kilohertz, gain down, and Q about 11.0. From my high shelf, I'm going to take the frequency all the way down. I'm going to turn up the gain to about 4 and the Q about 2. After this, I'm going to create an M-class maximizer, take off limiter, put release to auto, take soft clip, turn on soft clip, and turn the amount to 127. After this, I'm going to create a line 6 bass amp. Just turn it on, and ta-da! You have created the masked men synth. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for another exciting tutorial.